All right, good morning everyone and welcome to inCARnation. Today, a very special car. This is Bob. We'll tell you about it in a sec. We're just waiting for Mark to arrive and here he comes now. And no, he's not. It's Dave. Hello, Dave.
Hello, Stu.
Where's Mark?
It's Friday. He's washing his hair.
He refused to do it, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that was the case. All right, yes, he was going to be a struggle. What are we in today?
This is Bob. He is a 1970 HC Hillman Hunter.
He's magnificent.
He is.
Are you a famous international racing driver?
Yes. No, I'm not.
You'll have to do.
Yes.
But I can see I'm not appropriately dressed for this formal car, so...
No, what? Hoodies?
I'll fix this. Ready? How's that?
That's more like it.
Yeah? Like it? Oh, the hat's wrong. Hang on.
Perfect. Righto.
All right. They do have racing heritage, don't they?
They do. They've raced at Bathurst.
Have they? And the London to Sydney.
Won the longest, toughest race in the world. Chops away, chum.
You are a bit of a car buff, aren't you? Your library of car books is enormous, Dave.
I have a couple of car books. Yes.
Several. Including the famous Dykes Automotive and Gasoline Engine Encyclopedia.
Indeed.
1,000 pages thereof.
Full of useful and relevant motoring tips.
I see it's inscribed to R.G. Easton.
Yep, my grandfather.
Your grandfather.
Yes.
Who was the original owner of this car?
Yes, he was.
So is that how you came by this vehicle?
It is. I inherited it in the mid-90s from my grandfather, who bought it new on the 16th of January 1970. He took delivery.
Wow, 51 years ago.
Yes.
Important points to remember. The flashy driver who makes quick turns and sudden stops attracts attention, which ruins the car. The more smoothly a car is operated, the longer it will last, and the less often it will get out of order. Driving is not a thing to worry about, but to be taken easily.
Righto.
Okay,
I'll take it easily.
The second tip I want to make is it's dangerous to run over a dog. It's far safer to slow down when one is barking in front of the car than to try and push it out of the way.
Is it dangerous to you or the dog?
Probably both, I'd suggest. More so to the dog. Blow the horn when approaching a turn in the road. There's a turn here.
There is.
Does the horn work? Oh yeah. Excellent. Because another vehicle may be coming, as there was. Do not run in the low speeds if it's possible to run in the high. Don'ts for drivers. Don't drive a car if you're old enough, until you're old enough to have good ordinary horse sense. Have you got horse sense?
I haven't got horse sense.
Right. Don't try to kiss the lady in the seat beside you.
I think you're safe today, Stu.
Don't go to sleep while driving. And here we are on a twisted bit of road.
We are.
What's the capacity of this car?
1.7 litres.
Yeah, horsepower?
Yes, it does.
How are the brakes? Are they drums or all round?
There are discs on the front and drums on the back.
Okay.
And they are very effective.
Condition. I see you're running in a low gear just for safety's sake.
Yes. Don't want to overheat the brakes.
Does that happen?
It is possible that in the road tests of the time, after 10 quick stops, they started to have overheating issues.
Did they? So we haven't really found out the horsepower yet. I mean, you told me it has some.
Yes,
but
it does.
Adequate sufficiency? Or?
Yes. It's like a Rolls Royce. It's got adequate power.
Mate, you're rocketing in here. Feel the G-forces. Can you go a bit harder?
No.
Do you want me to have a go?
You can have a go if you would like.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. What tyres are you running? Good modern radials or the original?
Yes, they are radials.
Okay.
They're round and black.
Okay.
13-inch.
Now we find out the brakes work.
Yes. Look at that. No.
Look at that. Hey, synchro in first gear.
Yes.
Wow.
All the high-tech mod cons.
This car has a lot of things that modern cars don't.
It does.
It's got quarter windows. Quarter windows open like that. There's nothing more effective for getting nice flow-through breeze without buffeting.
Indeed.
They're an excellent invention. What else? It's got ashtrays. How many?
4, one for each passenger.
And a cigarette lighter?
No cigarette lighter, you had to bring your own matches.
Okay. And it's got, this is what's known as a Gregory's. Before GPSs, this is how you find your way around. It's called maps. You had to look at them and read them while you were driving. Look, you could just lean over and go, I'm there. That was when our eyes worked.
Yes.
You having fun?
I am.
I bet Mark wishes he was here right now.
I bet he does. He'd be
Suck
saying...
in, Mark.
The Hillman Car Company was one of many owned by the British Rootes Group, which had been building cars since the 1920s and included the brands Hillman, Humber, Singer, Sunbeam, Talbot, Comma and more. Here in Australia, the Hunter replaced the much-loved Hillman Imp, Hillman Minx and the Hillman Mark 8A with its very fetching two-tone finish. The 1956 model was advertised with the catchy slogan, "The Gay Look," and I quote, "As gay as a Mardi Gras." Some catchphrases just don't date at all, do they? From 1967, Hillman Hunter kits were exported from Britain to countries all over the world, and in Australia they were assembled in Melbourne. The HC Hillman Hunter had a reputation of being a sturdy family sedan. By today's standards, it's pretty small. As Dave said, his grandfather bought the car brand new 51 years ago. It has a jolly excellent 1.7 litre 4-cylinder motor, producing a mighty 66 British horsepower, give or take. For the first time in a Hillman, it had McPherson struts at the front with a conventional live axle and leaf springs at the rear. There was power assistance for the disc brakes and drums at the back. All pretty modern stuff in its day. But at 950 kilos, it weighs a little bit less than an entry-level Yaris does these days. So it's small.
My turn.
Yes.
Old-fashioned handbrake on the floor.
Yes.
Okay, where's the taco?
I don't think Mexican food was popular in Australia in the
Bon
70s.
Bon, master of the pun as always.
Yes. See, I'm warming up now. Now the dialogue's coming.
I like the gearbox. Very
It is. It's a
Slick
nice car to drive.
super light steering. A lot of vagueness. See, turn the steering that much, nothing happens. You feel all right?
Yep. Slightly seasick, but carry on.
Gee, it doesn't encourage you to go terribly fast, does it?
No. See? Another safety feature.
What's its top
I
speed?
think 80 miles is its top speed. What's that?
80 miles an hour, about
Yep.
135, 140. I think that'd be scary in this car.
It is.
It's got fifth gear?
No.
Oh,
You have to go back through those 4 again.
the speedo's jumping everywhere between 30 and 80 miles an hour.
How are you finding this? How does it compare to your Porsches? Are they that different? How many Porsches had a bench seat? Nothing to distract you while you're driving, no radio, got a fuel gauge, temperature gauge and a speedo.
Very nice gearbox. Just slots through beautifully.
It does.
Okay, a lot to like about this.
There is. And if you wanted
Fifth
more power,
gear.
you just got the GT.
And that had twin carbies or something.
Twin
didn't it?
carbies, alloy head.
Whoa. Go, go, go. Come on. Corner. Go. Oh, yeah. Is that big revs?
It sounded like a lot of revs to me, yes.
It wasn't, you know. Okay, now we're off and running. Mark would be proud of me. Corner. 40k. Wet road. No, it's actually really good. Watch the bumps. Rides were excellent. Come on, Carl.
It's okay, I've got the keys.
Oh, hey, didn't want to get in there. Oh, man, I need some muscles there. Yeah, it's a happening thing.
Cheers.
Oh,
Oh no, changing gear mid-corner, are you allowed to do that?
yeah, on that one you can. And look, get out of the way, it's
Caught
loco.
him again.
Mate, this guy's got nothing. Do you know I've had this hat since 1987? Fifth gear?
No,
There's no fifth gear.
no, still no fifth gear. If you need an overdrive, you're going too fast.
Fuel gauge hasn't moved all day. Is it broken or is it just frugal?
Frugal, very frugal.
Hey everybody, this is faster than it looks. Well, it isn't, but it feels faster.
Oh no.
Jump the curb, rally style. Sorry, Bob. Nice Bob. It's like 70, almost 70 kilometres per hour.
Yep.
Straight. Here's a corner. Hook it in.
Am I going to need new tyres after this?
Mate, they'll outlive you and me.
Quite traumatic buying tyres. Last time I went into the tyre shop in Katoomba and said, I need 2 tyres for a Hunter, and you said that sounds like a fair deal.
Bastard. Don't you hate the knockers?
Oh, this side. Yes.
This side of the road?
Yes.
That struggled when it needed a lot of lock. The steering went from very light to very heavy all of a sudden. It's a car that enjoys being driven at a relaxed pace. So I can see why on the freeways could be a bit of a roadblock in a 100k zone.
Yes.
So really nice car. It actually, you mentioned it's like an MGB. It's actually better than an MGB because it's got more body rigidity.
Yes.
As Dave mentioned before, in 1968 the Daily Express in London and the Daily Telegraph here in Australia sponsored a rally from London to Sydney designed to be the toughest road rally in the world, create publicity to lift the country's spirits and showcase fine British engineering, with £10,000 to the winner. Almost 100 cars started. Australia really got on board too, with a nothing beats cubes philosophy, and entered a trio of Falcon GTs and 3 Monaro GTS 327s to ensure there was plenty of Ford-Holden rivalry. As far as Scotsman Andrew Cowan was concerned, he'd requested, and I quote, a car to come last, on the assumption that only half a dozen cars would actually make it to the finish in Sydney. I'll skip most of it, but by the time the cars arrived in Perth, there were still 70 cars running. At that stage, the mighty Hillman was in 4th place, behind a Lotus Cortina, a Ford Taunus and a Citroën DS21. But the leading Cortina blew a piston, which they fixed quickly by cannibalising the motor from another Ford competitor, who was presumably somewhat pissed off. When they blew the differential a short time later, they then convinced a spectator to sell them the one in his road car, which he did somewhat reluctantly, and they lost only 90 minutes getting back on the road again. But by that stage they'd lost the lead and were way back in 10th. So the Hillman moved up to 4th, just behind Paddy Hopkirk's Austin 1800. Then the leading Taunus hit a gate, broke its suspension and was out. So up to 3rd behind the Citroën and the Austin. Then, with only 150 kilometres to go at Nowra, the Citroën had a head-on crash with a spectator's Mini that had strayed onto the course. The Austin stopped to put out the fire and help the injured. So Andrew Cowan's mighty Hillman inherited the lead of the world's toughest marathon rally and won. F***ing legend. And behind them, Paddy Hopkirk's Austin 1800 and the first of the trio of Australian Falcon GTs, which came 3rd, 6th and 8th. So the mighty Falcon GTs with their V8s, worth an absolute fortune today, were beaten by this pair of little pommy boxes. 2 of the Monaros finished as well in 12th and 14th.
I can't believe that it ran through that rally and it beat Porsche 911s, 3 Falcon GTs.
Yeah, they're all overrated.
And won £10,000.
Yep.
Well, let's see. It must be an excellent car
It
in
is.
acceleration.
It is.
I'll use this to time
That,
our 0
I
to
think
100.
we need period correct timing equipment.
What do you mean? Ah, but even better. Hey, let's go. 0 to 100. Nail it. Come on, rev it out. Keep going. 48, 52, 57. Keep going, keep going.
No, we're going.
Oh, you ran out of road.
Ran out of road.
Oh,
How did we do?
I don't think we got to 60 k's an hour. Let's have another bash. Stop the vehicle trucking. We're ready. Let's go. Nail it. Whoa.
Almost stalled it.
Come on, rev it. Keep going as long as you're brave. Hang on, hang on.
No.
Oh.
We got to 60.
That was much quicker.
Excellent.
0 to 20, 3.9 was actually slower, but 0 to 50,
That's
8.0
We're talking miles there, aren't we?
miles per hour.
Yeah.
No, this is kilometres per hour.
No headrests either, so with those G's, your head just goes.
That's right. It nearly put my neck out. Whoa. Goods there. Okay, let's score it. Acceleration,
Yep.
braking prowess.
It does all those.
It does all those.
Does all those.
To a degree. What about performance?
5.
1. But it has to be relative to the other cars.
Righto.
So-
I've never driven any of the other cars.
No. So you just have to take it from me.
Righto.
It's a 1.
Right.
Presentation.
I washed it this morning. Grandpa, Christmas present, always turtle wax.
There's good news coming.
Turtle wax and a chamois.
Also a 1.
What does presentation cover, Stu? Have you ever explained that?
It's street appeal. Do people come past your driveway and go, oh my goodness, look at that?
People, as I've been roaring down the motorway,
Yep.
have pulled alongside and yelled, wound down their windows, or pressed the button to make the window go down,
Yep.
and yelled out, nice car.
Have they?
They have. People that I don't know have taken photos of it and put them on the internet.
So, 3 for presentation.
If 5's not on offer, yes.
But personality.
Personality.
Now we're really getting into it.
He's got a name. There's bonus personality points there straight away.
I reckon it's a 4 on personality. It's got heaps.
Excellent.
Price. Would it be expensive to buy something like this? Can you find it?
They come up from time to time.
How much what's it worth?
Oh, 1,000 or 2.
Yeah? More than that.
Pristine restored 6,000 or 8,000.
Yep. This
If
one.
it was a GT, bit more.
Yeah. This one?
It's not for sale.
No, that's true.
Money can't buy Bob.
No. Practicality. Fantastic. Easy to park. Don't worry
Yes.
about it. No one's going to nick it.
Got a heater?
5 people in comfort.
Yes.
Decent boot. Great visibility. Small. Easy to park. Go anywhere. Handles
Doesn't
these
get too
rough
much.
roads. This is a very practical car. So here's the score on the side of the screen there. How do I do that? Can you see the score? Look at that.
That's
Oh.
amazing. So
Alright, so
we
here's
broken
the score.
20?
Out of no, almost nothing breaks 20 out of 25.
I'm aware of that. That's why I was.
No, I'm afraid. Dave, the day's nearly over, but can I just say, what a fantastic reminiscence this is for me. Takes me back, bench seat, quarter windows, little vents, manual choke you've got to pull out.
Yes. Everything you could possibly want.
It's taken me back more than 40 years. So thank you so much for today.
You're welcome.
You've been watching inCARnation Australia. Next week, Evo 8 Mitsubishi Ralliart modified. It's a rocket. See you then. Dave, would you like to be a special guest presenter again on inCARnation?
No.
Oh, you didn't enjoy the day?
I'm not sure I'll be winning any awards.
We don't do it for the awards. We do it for the love. We certainly don't do it for the money.
No.
Oh, I forgot to stop the stopwatch. Hey, thank you for an awesome day. It was really good.
You're welcome, Stu.
I see you've got another project here.
Yes.
What is this?
A 35 Minx.
Another Hillman. How long do you think that'll take you to fix up?
I aim to finish May 2020.
Do you?
Yes.
Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, please share it with your motoring friends. And above all, click the little subscribe thing down here so you can see the latest videos when we bring them out. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Yeah.